I feel about black women. And to answer that, the reason why I don't date them a lot of the times isn't necessarily because of the way that they look. It's because a lot of the behaviors is championed in that community. Now, with that said, I've dated plenty of black girls before that were feminine and submissive and weren't a headache, but I've dated a lot, I've dealt with a lot that were headaches.
I'm definitely very attracted to black men, so I was very excited to see that, you know,
okay.
we were here today.
So you want to date black guys?
Thus far, yeah.
Oh, really?
How about you? Do you date outside your race, or?
Yeah, hell yeah, you can date outside his race.
What's up, YouTube family? I'm your host, Kenya Deshawn, and we are going to have a discussion tonight. And please enlighten me if I have anything wrong or whatever. Just drop it down in the comments or whatnot. But I was not going to talk about what I'm going to talk about tonight. I was researching my actual topic, and I came across this headline on a YouTuber's channel. And I don't know much about their channel. You know, they got several subscribers. You know what I'm saying? Good for them and whatnot. But it was a subject that was going on that kind of piqued my curiosity, and I was trying to see where it was coming from. So these guys have a channel. They like I said, I don't know what they're talking about usually. I think they have more to do with government type. Social and political issues or whatnot. But this time, I came across them talking about why black men don't date black women. Now, I'm starting with these two because I was kind of curious as people, as creators, as content creators. I mean, of course, we get on here and we talk about the things of how we feel ourselves, but you want to be, in my mind, you want to be at least balanced on the opinions that you give out, right? I want you to see the intro of the two twins talking about it. And you can tell from the beginning of the show, you already know the viewpoint of the two twins. You feel me? From the things that they say right out the beginning, the show haven't even started yet, and you can already get a sense of where they stand on the matter. But check it out.
Got a damn good show. I date all women. Yeah, I don't discriminate. If you fine, you're fine. Right? I mean, I have a type, don't get me wrong. Yeah. But I'm not gonna put myself in a box. If I know what I like, if that makes sense, and I see something that is typically not my type, but it's fine, I'm gonna pursue it. You know why? Because I'm equal opportunity. I'm equal opportunist when it comes to sugar walls. Alright. I mean, it makes sense. Yeah, man, I might have a type. I might be in the blondes, I might be in the Latinos, I might be in the black chicks. But just because I might have a particular type, I see something outside that box, it's fine. They'll be like, whoa, wait a minute. Why am I not going to pursue it? Yeah, be like, whoa, what we got here? Yeah, we got something. Hey, I'm not into those. But I'm going to give that one a ride. Yeah. No, man. Okay, listen to what this brother got to say.
Right now, I feel like black people fucking. We get more love everywhere else than from our own people. I can't even date a black girl out with my nails, my hair, my feet. I need some red bottoms. I want some white girls just for the vibe. Spanish, Arabian, I date every woman. And they all just want to have fun and just enjoy our company. Black women, yo, can you pay my bills? Can you pay my car note?
Why do you think that is, though?
I mean, as a people, we already down low. So it's like we coming from a poverty level. But still, we shouldn't come at each other like we getting over on each other. Right. We should be working together to get over on everybody else.
See what you're saying? That ain't gonna never happen, Negro. We're gonna work together to get over on everybody else. That ain't happening. Negroes like this, they're gonna step on each other to get to something. Yeah. What do you call that? Crabs in the barrel?
Yeah, crabs in the barrel.
Negroes in the barrel.
Man, I hate to sound like a broken record on this channel, but I just don't get why people get so hung up over sun protection. That's all your skin is, man.
Yeah.
That's all your skin is, man.
Yeah.
Like, if you just look at the regions of the world, it will teach you that. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not the smartest Negro in the world, but I know that your pigment is sun protection. Okay.
Hey, Stein, he can't stand his own kind. Uncle Ruck. No, well, just funny, when I came across this video, then I came across this video of this girl. Now, this is the experience I've had.
Yeah.
It's anecdotal. My experience with black women.
That's probably BBC Shannon's anecdotal.
Yeah, but
Like, I don't date black women.
Because you had
I had some
your
bad experiences.
experiences.
Yeah.
Now, if I had an experience with a certain demographic
Right.
of, based on their culture, if I intermingled with somebody of a different culture and I didn't like it, I probably would have a hesitancy to go back.
Right. I don't track women like that. That's a Negro's fault for even marrying somebody like that. You didn't see that coming? Yeah. Did she say, my money is my money, your money is our money? She actually said that. Yeah. That is crazy. Yeah. And then she has the nerve to go sleep with his friend? That's that culture Chris was talking about. That's a subsection. That's a subculture. That's a subculture within the black community. Yeah. That I experienced. I attracted the wrong guy. But over time, he steered us down the right path. He said, don't let that Negro woman that we just saw, don't let that don't let that tarnish your look on black women, because she's just one black woman. Don't generalize all black women. Yeah. But that's been my experience because I tracked the wrong ones. That's how I gave up. So I'm going to go and check out these Mexicans. Yeah, when it comes to women, I track the wrong black women. Yeah. But I track the right Hispanic women. I track the right white women. But for some reason, my experience of a woman. You married to a Mexican. What you talking about? You attract the right white women. What you talking about? Can I talk? Yeah, clean this up. I'm going to clean it up. You know they be watching our videos. Who? My wife, you stupid Negro. That's why I married her. That's why she's my wife. But I've had horrible experiences dating women, but it's always been with black women. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. Okay. And I shouldn't generalize black women. I shouldn't. Not all black women is like that what we saw. Hey, but it's quite a few of them, though. Yeah, but it's enough to tarnish the pot. One bad apple ruins the butter.
It's a lot of stuff. It's a lot of issues within our community that we're going to have to deal with, both on men and women's side. And I just don't like the fact that we have people within our own group that's making light of the subject. That's talking about our women as if all of them are no good, as if another whole cluster of other women are better than ours. And then my thing is too, like and not even just you're not just having this discussion with friends or co-workers or something like that. You're on your platform. You're on your platform saying this to the however many views that you got, that's cool. And it's not. Now, what's crazy is one thing that I did notice as I was going down this rabbit hole is that the guys that have all these posts, or the guys that was in the interviews talking about the fact that they don't date black women anymore, they all had this kind of a theme. They all had literally the same theme. Check it out.
Why do so many black men feel disrespected by black women? And why are so many black men just done?
Let's just get here. Why no black women, Christopher?
I mean, I've dated black women. I mean, obviously I'm a black man. Well, it seems like as I'm getting older, the world is changing. Sisters starting to have these crazy ass wants and needs that don't even align with what they have and what they have going on. So I'm kind of looking for somebody that's a little bit down to earth, that's more logical when it comes to finances. And
so because of the financial request, is that the reason why you want to date outside your race?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, I've dealt with Latina and white women, and They seem to be more down there. Oh, the 50-50 thing, let's be honest, 2 incomes is better than 1. I hear my sisters always talking about I'd rather pay 100% than go half with a man. It's crazy to me, to be honest with you.
It appears that a lot of black men who do well financially, they tend to gravitate towards non-black women. But the reason why black women are complaining about the black men who date non-black women is because it's that top 6%. And the reasons are obvious, because the average black woman as a collective, they're cooperative, they're masculine, even beautiful black women are masculine. And dude, we ain't trying to put up with that, man.
Black women have to be honest about dating. If you want to find a man that has a degree with a respectable career, making 6 figures, owns a home, drives a nice car, not cheap, has family values, no baby moms, and no felony, you'll have to date outside your race. Now, the woman in this tweet is not wrong. However, there are 2 pertinent issues that she's failed to address. First being that this isn't the typical standard criteria, qualities, or credentials that black women seek out in mates. We've seen the type of men that they lust after, copulate with, and reproduce with. We also see the type of men that they tend to reject, which just so happens to be many of the black men who would actually fit the criteria on this list. They'll walk around singing every good girl needs a little thug, every boy needs a little love. Not every queen needs a man with a degree, no felonies, or babies. And considering the fact that they're the least desired, least likely to get married, least likely to ever be married, least likely to get remarried, and have the highest rates of marriage instability, as well as the lowest interracial marriage rates, it's going to be extremely difficult.
First off, studies don't reveal any bullshit about black women being the most educated and the most paid. Average black woman in America makes about $40K, and black women hold the least amount of PhDs, which is actually the metric that determines the most educated. Now, if she said black women hold the highest degrees in difficulty, undesirability, masculinity, obesity, and single motherhood rates, that would have been accurate.
Especially black chicks.
I was about to
they
say,
like that shit, bro.
I think that mostly attracts black chicks.
I don't know what it is, bro, but they like that. They don't like when a dude has it together. I don't
clean cut look.
Yeah, bro, and I don't want to say that because it sounds like I'm trying to bash. I'm not bashing black women, but it just is what it is.
Yeah.
That's been my experience. I attract the most Latinas and white girls. That's what I attract.
Yeah, same. I think because I have that professional, clean cut R&B type of look, that's why I also mostly attract Hispanic and white women. And you guys be in the comments like, do you not like black women? I'm like, black women don't like me.
The reason why men don't want to date black women is nothing to do with racism. It's to do with being masculine and aggressive. The average woman, the black American woman, is 180 pounds. 180 pounds. That's average. That's crazy. Meaning more than half of the black American women are above 180. They're coming like Brock Lesnar. And the problem is they're looking up to people like Cardi B, Megan Thee Stallion. Cardi B has literally been on interview saying multiple times how she's drugged people, stole their money, done all these horrible things. And you have all these black women saying she's a queen, she's a queen. The problem with so many of these black women is they're so fat and bulky, and they're acting like, why am I not being treated like this European model? Because you're not a model. It's nothing to do with your color. It's just she's a beautiful model. She looks amazing. You are massive.
Just these type of dudes that'll come on here and say, you know, I don't have no issue with dating this or dating that. It's not about the color. You know what I'm saying? It's just that they have this issue, they have that issue. Instead of what the actual thing is, what we as black men need to come to grips with and just be honest about is that it ain't about no black women, it's about you. It's about you and how you feel about yourself. Obviously you have some issue about yourself and your blackness, and this is what really confuses me on that. Okay, you don't want to take the black girl out nowhere or give her anything because she asked for too much. She won't what he said to do. One dude said she won't, red bottoms, get her nails done, this, done, the other. You know what I'm saying? You want to take her to McDonald's and shit, and the bitch supposed to be goddamn like happy about that. But soon as you go to the other side, whether you date somebody white or Spanish or other, the fact is that you're not gonna do that with her. For some reason, you know, I don't know if it's a mind thing or just something. I do know it's coming from how us as black men feel about ourselves when we date outside our race and then do better for them than what we did from when we was with someone that was black. What makes you think that some white chick's family or some Spanish chick's family, some Asian chick's family, one, is gonna want your black ass with their daughter anyway? That's the first thing. So that means that you're gonna have to change the way that you are, meaning too that you're not gonna take her to any of those places that you was gonna take a black girl to. That's the other thing, okay? You ain't gonna wait for her to ask to get her hair and nails done because you're gonna do it automatically. That's what I don't want. That's what I'm trying to get at. You know, that black dudes need to understand, not even understand, but just be real about it. Be honest about the reasons why you don't date your own people. Now, I'm not saying that black women don't have their issues, you know what I'm saying, because they do. But think about it. The issues that they have, the ones that y'all are complaining about, didn't we kind of create that? The kind of females that are coming out now, you know, with the BBLs and the hair and the lashes and all that, they might be doing this for themselves or whatnot. But the way that they're acting and the stuff that they want from us, don't we think that we kind of created that kind of a female? Because we as black men was no good anyway towards black women from the get-go. Y'all acting like y'all going to white women and all these other type of women now. It's not something you did. You had it. This is just something you're just now doing. Man, we've been doing that. Y'all been doing that. But now you just want to come up with excuses why you're doing that. Please. And then one dude was saying that, you know, trying to mock the girl that, you know, women don't have the high education. Well, their education is higher than ours. You know what I'm saying? They making more money than we are. I mean, well, they have more businesses than we do. As black men, they're ruling that, not us.
According to the Department of Labor, for 2022, the average male income was $38,000 per year, which breaks down to about $158 per working day. In made-up scenarios, conversations, discourse, negative comments, and so forth are being led by people inadequate and unqualified to even have these discussions.
And then we got some black dudes who 40 and up talking about that's why they don't date black women. Then you look at the women that they trying to date and they in their 20s, like, bruh, you better get her her nails done and get whatever shoes and bag that she wants. She don't want your worms for free. You know what I'm saying? You're not talking about actual women who got going on themselves. You trying to go to the club and get these 20-something-year-old dimes and think that because they asking for what they're asking for, all black women ain't no good. Nah, bro, you just don't know how to pick them. If every girl that you get with is a gold digger, then there's something wrong with you. You know what I'm saying? You're attracting those type of women. Or you're just using that kind of woman to go ahead and justify what you really want. And that's all I'm getting at. Pretty much that is all I'm getting at. For you dudes, for my black brothers, to be honest about why they do the things that they do when it comes to leaving black women alone and going to date somebody else. You want to date somebody outside your race? That's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But do it because, you know, you met somebody and that's what you like. There's a soul connection. Don't do it because two black women did something to you and now you want to tell me something that all black women is the same.
Comes down sometimes to the cultural differences. I don't think you should just say you're going to give up on an entire race of women. I think that's just silly to me because every woman is not the same. And if you are that type of person who's like, no, I'm done from dealing with black women entirely because I had 5 experiences with them, then you know what, go in peace and serve the Lord, because that is a dumb reason in my estimation to just be like, I'm not dating any more women of that race. That's just stupid. We cannot ignore the fact, at least I won't ignore the fact, that there are some black men who are interested in white women just because, and I've heard them say this before, they're looking out for their future. And I'm like, you're looking out for your future? What are you talking about? Well, I want kids. And I've heard black men say this. I don't want no dark-skinned baby. I don't want no nappy hair baby. Like, wow. There was a guy back home who said this, especially, he said this a lot of, like many times. So he ended up dating and marrying a white girl, a white woman. And they had children. Their children came out looking fully black because his genes were super strong. The children had kinky hair and darker skin. It looked like he had children with a black woman. And I know he was pissed because he thought he was going to escape from this. That's exactly what he got. And I guess he did it several times hoping for a different outcome. But all of the children favor him. Something to consider.
I just don't get it. The black women just don't get no grace from nobody. From the beginning until now. You would think that us as black men, that if we don't got nothing going on with ourselves, that we will at least protect our women. And which brings me to this story that this dude had told that I saw on somebody's site. And I thought, my gosh, man, it was just a good question to ask. Check it out.
Right? Picture a scenario where a bunch of women are all hanging out. There's a white woman, regular white woman. There's a Jewish woman. there's an Arab woman, there's a Chinese woman, there's an Indian woman, there's a Mexican woman, a Filipina, a Black American, and an African woman. So that makes 9 women hanging around, chilling, just drinking, enjoying the day. And then out of nowhere, conversation starts getting a little spicy. The spice levels starts going up, and then out of nowhere, the white woman just gets up and is like, you know what? You're not going to do this with me. I'm white. Our men control governments. You're not going to play with me. The Chinese woman gets up and is like, first of all, I'm a Chinese woman. Our men run manufacturing. If you want to build anything in this world, you need a Chinese man. So watch what you say to me. First of all, I'm Indian. Our men run tech. If you want tech, and if you want anything to work on your phone, you want your laptop, anything to run, you need Indian men. The Mexican woman gets up. She's like, Los Tigres del Nortes. Don't fuck with me. If you need a roof over your head, our men run construction. Don't play with me. Mexican men run construction. You play with me, I'm gonna holla at Jose, and it's over for you. The Jewish woman's like, I know you all don't keep your money under your bed, so as long as you got in the bank, watch what you say. The Filipina is like, okay, I see what you're doing. Well, me and my girls, we have totally taken over the nursing industry. And have you noticed something? Our men are slowly taking over. In 10 years, none of you bitches can get a vaccine without a Filipino man, and we will all be housewives. So, checkmate. Everyone's like, oh, okay. So, black men, in this scenario, what have we given black women and African women to brag about or clap back about? What have we given our women to brag about? What aspect of this world, what industry, what important part of infrastructure in this world do black men control? African men, the entire continent of Africa that belongs to us, what part of it do we control? That's my question. What do we control?
Makes you think, don't it? Makes you think. And not even the fact that we don't own or control anything. I like this response that a dude had to this very story, or this example that the guy had gave, in saying that if we might not control, anything in the United States or in our society right now, but if the black women could only say this, then the other women would be blown away. Check it out.
A group of women of several different races basically bragging about their men, right? And what they have and what they control. And my response to that thought experiment would be this: self-control. If the black woman in that thought experiment responded with, my man has self-control, and he loves me deliberately with intentionality and care, and the black men in my community celebrate my full autonomy as a woman, they respect me as the giver of life, and they protect me as such. And when I say no about something concerning me, like my body, for example, they abide by that boundary. If she only said that and nothing else, the majority of women in that circle would not only be envious, they would go home weeping.
I couldn't disagree with that. If black women could just say that they protect me. They protect me. We don't own nothing here. We don't got really nothing yet, but they protect me. Won't that make any other woman who got everything else upset or jealous? We can't even do that. We can't even protect them. And not that we can't, we just won't. We just don't. I feel so bad for black women. I do. I really do. I really do. Because your men are sorry. Your men are weak. They're calling you too masculine and too aggressive, where they're the ones who should be the ones being masculine and aggressive. But they can't be. Why? because they're too weak to even try to build you up. So then you can be that thing that they're looking for. They're too weak and tired and too lazy to try to put in any energy to feed into you, to breathe into you. They rather just go on to another ethnic group thinking that they're dodging something, where all they're doing is when they go over to somebody else that they're changing themselves. And getting all that energy, getting all that, mustering all that energy up for them when they could have did the same thing for you, but you know, they don't see you in that light. You're too fat. You're not desirable. You should be ashamed of yourself. And what I've realized with us black men is that instead of listening to what they're saying, instead of listening to see what you can do to do better, you want to make excuses about it. You want to make excuses, and instead of just seeing what you can do to make the issue better, to make our community better, you don't want to do anything. So yet again, everything has to be put on her shoulders to move, on her shoulders to push forward. It's sad. And I feel so bad for you women. So bad for you women, but let me tell you something. You don't back down for something that you want. Okay? If a dude can't give you what it is that you're asking for, even if it seems outfield, if they can't give it to you, you press on until you do find someone that will. You are beautiful. I love my black women. Love them. You're beautiful to me. You are the beginning of everything. If you women collectively respected each other, treated each other like there was a sisterhood, there would be no issues with men. And I'm not talking about black men only. I'm talking about men, period. If you guys respected each other, put each other up, you would have no issues with men. Be honest with you, the world would be a lot different if you guys respected each other. Treat each other like you wanted to be treated. You would have no issues with men when it comes to relationships and how they treat you. That's the only kind of thing I have to say when it comes to women. I ain't talking about black women, just women, period. If you guys treated each other better, then a big percentage of the way that men react and act towards you will be so different. We all have a long way to go. And it's a lot of emotion for me in it, because as a young person, I saw a lot of stuff with my mother in the sense of, you know, how other women treated her and how men treated her. And I don't know, but I can just imagine how it feels to be a female, to be a woman. And I would not want to be that right now if my life depended on it. Because in some ways, I'm sure that it's beautiful. But in my mind, in other ways, it's horrible. No other group is talking about they men or they women the way that we do. And how we allow other people to down black women like that. I just don't get it. I just don't get it. It just makes me think that y'all are punks and sorries by calling them these kind of names. That's you. You're not masculine enough. You're not intelligently desirable. So, to make yourself feel some kind of way, you got to put them down. Why? So then you can get on the other side and become a man now? Bruh. There's so much work to be done. There's so much work to be done, but the work has to start with, I guess, the individual. And I don't care what my people do, even though we do some stupid, I'm gonna always be in that corner, rooting and knowing that at some point in this lifetime, we're going to get it together and we're going to take our place in where we should be. The oldest bones found on this planet was that of a black woman. It begins with you, mama. It begins with you. I'm your ally. And I'm not gonna let somebody talk about you like no damn dog. But that's my thing. I wanted to go ahead and get that out. But hopefully, and I pray that, you know, in the future that we can see what the unity of us being together, the female and the male, black-wise, and what we can really accomplish. Because you women are killing it. I don't care what these dudes out here saying. You're killing it. Statistics show that. You're killing it. And you keep on. And I'll be in that corner rooting for you. Right there with you. I love you. I love all of you. Be blessed. I pray for you, and I hope you pray for me. I'm out. What's up, YouTube family? I'm your host, Kenya Deshawn, and we are going to have a discussion tonight. And please enlighten me if I have anything wrong or whatever. Just drop it down in the comments or whatnot. But I was not going to talk about